What is up, Sherdoggers? This is Tudor Leonte, and today I have the pleasure to talk once again with Mr. Taylor Johnson. Hello, Taylor. Welcome back on Sherdog. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for having me.
How was your morning session?
It's actually been a little lax this morning. I'm staying at a buddy's house. I'm about to head in and get some training here pretty soon. We're starting a little late today, but
the last time I heard from you was back in October 2020. What have you been up to in the meantime?
oh, let's see. I think I had a fight. I had one fight in that time. The biggest thing that's happened is I had a baby boy, so he's about 4 months old now, and my wife and I are super happy. Super tired as well, but that's about the most exciting blessing I've had in my life. And then obviously picking up this contract for PFL.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask about those beautiful pictures of a beautiful and, handsome young man
Yeah.
on your social media accounts.
For sure. Yeah, he's a sweet little boy.
What's his name?
His name is Charlie. So I'm Charles Taylor. There's actually 4 Charles Taylors or Charles before me. So he's Charles Valor, but he goes by Baby Charlie.
Okay, that's quite nice, quite nice. I wish you the best with your boy and your family. You told me that you are pretty tired. How has your daily routine changed since?
It's been the same. It's just, I guess you just don't get as much sleep at night. And I don't know, I try to go out of my way for my wife and my son. So I'm doing a little bit extra, but it's truly a blessing. The love that those kids bring into your life is, I'd do anything for them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's amazing. The last time we spoke, you were also under contract with Bellator. You debuted in Bellator and submitted at the Ruth via submission. You then alternated wins and losses. What happened with Bellator? Why did you leave?
I honestly, I'm guessing. I didn't, exchange a lot of words with them, but they had probably high hopes for me, and that weight cut to 185 is, I haven't weighed that since I was like 15 years old, so 16 years old. So cutting down to that, I didn't always, I went 2-2, so I didn't have the best performances, although I did have an outstanding performance with that submission against Ed. I just probably didn't bring what they, thought I was going to bring to the table, and I don't think they were really interested in re-signing me, which is sad, but it's part of it. Cutting weight is tough. I don't think I'll cut weight ever again. And that's, I'm bouncing up to the 205 division. My natural body weight's like 210, 215. So I think this PFL should be a pretty good fit for me.
Do you have a bad experience with cutting weight recently?
I don't know. I think I'm just getting older or something. I've cut weight since I was about 16 years old. I went off and on, and then I went into college wrestling, cutting weight for that. And I just don't think it's good for your body. I just kind of had enough of it. Fighting's tough enough as it is, going in there and putting it on the line and the training and all the stuff you got to go through, that I think adding weight cutting into the mix of it is just gonna, for me, it hinders my performance for sure.
So you told me that Bellator didn't renew your contract, but you didn't have the chance to talk with them. They didn't try to reach out to you after. I guess you were offered 4 fights, right?
Yeah. I did speak with them, but I know that they're having a pretty this year. I think they're only putting on some like 18 shows, which is close to half, I think, of the shows they put on the year before. I don't know if it was like 27 or 26 they put on the year before, but they're basically said, and I've heard this from a lot of guys who have been talking about Bellator, but they just don't have enough fights to have that many guys on their roster. You're looking at probably not being very active if you sign with Bellator. Not always, but I just think this year, I don't know if they're transitioning into something, but they're just not holding as many shows.
Yeah, for sure. I understand. And then as a free agent, why did you pick PFL as your next home?
Oh no, I just thought I'd check out PFL a little bit. I don't know. I think the $1 million tournament would also be something cool, something cool to fight in. And I kind of like the style where, you know, you get your fights in, you bang them all out. You're not going to be sitting there on this long contract waiting for, you know, an opponent or an opportunity. So I like the format. And obviously big numbers gets guys excited too.
So do you actually enjoy, you know, having, let's put it like this, a full schedule, and knowing already that if you will join, you know, the PFL main roster or the regular season, let's put it like this, you will have to fight at least 3 times, I believe, right?
Yeah, and I like that. You know, early in my career, I had a lot of trouble getting fights. I was, for my record, I guess I was kind of scary, so no one wanted to fight me. But you know, my whole career I've been trying to, you know, fight, and it seems to be, you know, sometimes 3 to 6 to 9 month gaps in between my fights, which it's hard for a guy, especially if you're in your prime. You want to use up all your best, you know, your best version of yourself in there, and fighting every 9 months. You know, I'm gonna get 5 more fights by the time I'm 36. You know, I'm trying to you know, stay busy while I still have my youth.
The next chance to stay busy will come on February the 18th, when you will compete on the PFL Challenger Series, and
Yes.
you will take on Alexander Poppeck. How is your training camp going?
Camp's going great. Like I said, not cutting weight, being able to eat pretty much whatever. I mean, I'll have to cut a little bit of weight, nothing crazy, but camp's going great. Got good training partners. Just staying busy, man. I'm just happy to have an opportunity to get after and showcase all the hard work I put in over the years.
I never cut weight in my life. I don't want to try that experience, but I'm hearing, you know, different tales from the fighters. There are some fighters who claim that, you know, cutting weight gives you that edge, that mental edge, you know, that prepares you for the fight. Do you believe that it's true? Do you believe that perhaps you will miss it this time? I don't know. Just asking your opinion here.
I think it's honestly weight cutting. It just depends on how you're built, what your attributes are when you're fighting in the cage. The way I'm built and the way I use explosive strength, I'm pretty fast guy. I got to have a set amount of muscles to move my body around. And for me, it's definitely, it hinders my performance. But I also know guys that are like, well, I do well going without, and it makes me like kind of like a hungry dog. And I kind of look at the way they're built. They might be a little longer and they can fill out and lose weight, you know, really easy. I'm more smaller, compact. You know, I'm only 6 foot, fighting 205, but you know, I weigh like 215 pounds. But you look at me, you'd be like, oh, you fight 155. I'm like, no, I don't. But I do. It just kind of is the person. Depends on the person. I have guys that are very successful cutting weight, and you know, all the power to them.
I understand. Thanks for sharing that with us today. Where are you preparing your, you know, for your next fight?
I'm at American Top Team PDX right now, training there. Got some good guys to work with. It's home for now.
Can you please tell us some of the names you are training with?
Oh, let's see. Biggest name that I've been training with right now would be Ed Herman. And then I got a bunch of guys. I got Fernando. I got a bunch of guys that are, you know, about 220, 230 pounds. So I got some big bodies to throw around. But yeah, the most notable would be Ed Herman.
I would like to understand, you know, something about the PFL Challenger Series. I mean, obviously, it's a sort of, you know, you have to win your fight, your next fight first, and then to join the regular season. So has PFL, I mean, have you talked with PFL? Has they offered you just a contract for this fight, or have you been scheduled, you know, just in case the fight goes wrong? Have you been scheduled, you know, for the rest of the year as well?
I believe this first fight is just for them to decide whether, you know, they're interested in you. But I believe all of us fighters right now are just fighting for potentially a regular season contract or getting into, you know, the playoffs. But, you know, haven't really gone into crazy details. Honestly, I haven't seen much on, I don't know, on anything on how everything's going. Cause I don't know now, but PFL has done like no elbows before. I don't even know if this is a tournament setting or what the heck is even going on. I'm just ready to fight.
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure. You know, I understand. I mean, your main focus, as it should be, is the fight, and let's leave it like that. Um, so, before I let you go, do you have any last message?
No, not much. I just thank everybody, you know, who's supported me, and hopefully we can pull a nice W. And yeah, just happy, excited, blessed.
Taylor, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck with your upcoming fight, and hopefully I will hear again from you this year. You know, someone done this year.
Absolutely, bless you, and it was a good time talking to you.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
You too. Adios.